What up, everyone? Thank you for coming back to my channel. As usual, I do appreciate it. President Donald J. Trump is now officially a convicted felon. President 45, Donald Trump, has joined the club. He now has to worry about putting yes on the question of whether or not you've been convicted of a crime when he applies for the job of POTUS coming up this year. Of course, that's a joke, you all, but you get what I'm saying. Trump has joined the club. The faceless felon welcomes Trump to the convicted felon academy. Hey, I must say that I'm not surprised that this happened. They are they have been going after him for several different things, and it was only a matter of time before they got him on something. So no surprise. Now, I will say to anyone that is not aware, he still will be on the ballot in November. This does not remove him from the ballot, at least not yet. His sentencing date is in July. They say it's extremely unlikely that he will go to prison or do any time in jail. I doubt that as well. That will be the shock of the nation. I'm pretty sure they are filing his appeals now as we speak. But that's funny because now I just want to bring up the fact that a lot of people that are behind Trump, I don't get into the politics. I'm not gonna say which side I'm on or if I'm on a side at all or anything like that. I just want to speak on people that are very conservative. Usually they will look at someone who has been convicted of a crime and they will say this person is not worthy of getting any sort of chances in society, can't own a firearm, shouldn't be able to work in all these jobs, shouldn't be able to live in all these places. Now, granted, I mean, we know that most of the people that are supporters of Trump believe that this whole thing is a sham, a hoax. They're just railroading him. But how do they not know that about a lot of other people that have been convicted of felons? So here's the thing. He is a convicted felon on paper. How does that make you feel? How does that make them feel? Are you going to look at him differently now? Are you going to look down on the 45th president of the United States now that he has been convicted? First president in history to be convicted of a felony. Trump has set all sorts of records. He's just broken all sorts of barriers. Let me tell you, this is really a time to be alive, to live through this, to witness this, to see Trump and everything that's going on with Trump, with how he won the presidency the first time, lost the second time. We'll see what happens with his third go at it. But President Trump, Donald J. Trump, a convicted felon. Let that sink in, folks. Let that sink in. Leave me a comment on this video. Let me know how you feel about that. Your political views, you can say whatever you want. Some bullshit, he's been railroaded. You agree, you're glad, you hope he goes to prison. What do you guys think? As I say at the end of all of my videos, we got to stay safe so we can stay free. Donald Trump is going to stay free. Now, wouldn't it be ironic, just in a parallel universe where he went to prison? They say that they were saying that even if he went to prison, he would still be protected by the Secret Service. So how would that work? Like, would the Secret Service actually be in prison with him? to protect him. But I don't think Donald Trump would need protection. I mean, honestly, I think Trump would run the prison. Like, wherever he went, everybody would get in line and be like, we behind Trump, you know. But, you know, hypothetically, if Trump went to prison, would the Secret Service, would they have to be his bunk mates? Would they have to be cellmates with Trump? Would they be in that open base shower with him, making sure he doesn't drop the soap? Would they be going to get his canteen orders? This is something. What a day in America. What a day in the world. The 45th president, a convicted felon. Wow. It's crazy too. I mean, I don't want to keep going, but it's really crazy how the whole thing happened with the porn star and hush money. I mean, that's a crazy story. I'm really surprised that they could even bring charges, but I guess laws are laws, and laws that we don't know about do exist. I mean, I didn't know about this law. And then they had his ex-crony up there, Cohen, who was shown to be a liar in a lot of instances. And, you know, they put all that together and they made it happen. So, you know, I wonder what people will think of the judicial system now. Will more people start to believe that the courts are more like kangaroo courts? It all depends on what side you're on, obviously. I mean, if you support the verdict, if you don't like Trump, then obviously you're going to feel like justice was served, which, you know, I don't think it's far-fetched to see him having an affair with that lady and paying her to not disclose the information, because that would be damning. But other things have come out about Trump, and I mean, he's got a solid fan base, or a support base. I don't say fan base, but a group of supporters, people that follow Trump. You know, it doesn't really matter. I'm already seeing stuff on the news where people are saying that even though he was found guilty, he's not guilty. So, hey, I mean, now I wonder if these people can see the same perspective when the average Joe and his family, you know, he gets arrested or she gets arrested and gets found guilty, and his family and friends and loved ones are like, oh, but he's not guilty, despite of all the evidence that may suggest that he or she is. The family still saying he or she is not. So now, would the people who support Trump have some sort of empathy or consideration for people who have been railroaded or have been found guilty under, you know, certain circumstances, and see like, okay, well, maybe the court did railroad them too, or maybe if nothing else, I can see why their family, friends, or loved ones still support them if you still support Trump under these circumstances. But anyway, jump in the comments, let me know how you all feel about this. Thank you as always for coming back to my channel. We got to stay safe so that we can stay free.